Hey everyone, it's a food episode. We're hanging out with Karen A. So you're Catered by Karen A.
Yes.
In fact, and charcuterie boards. It took me a while to be able to pronounce that name.
You know,
charcuterie.
It's tricky. It's a tricky one.
It is.
Like my last name, Anagnostopulos.
Yeah, that's why you're just Karen A, right?
Exactly.
So tell us how you sort of stumbled upon this craft.
Well, actually, I was at a funeral, sadly, for a friend's mom, and at the funeral, he was explaining to me how they do grazing tables.
Oh.
And then he started sending me TikTok videos, and that night, I TikToked myself to sleep watching these videos. And in the morning, I just knew that this is what I wanted to do.
Okay, so you just have that mental capacity, because I couldn't do this. I mean, I'll admit it. I feel like I can't do something this nice.
Oh, anybody can. Anybody can do this. It's not difficult. It's just fun to know little tips and tricks, which you can always find on Pinterest and on YouTube.
I mean, that's true, but I feel like all that's like so overwhelming for me. There's so many like choices out there now.
Well, but if it's a passion, it makes it a little different. So I see a video and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this. I got to try this fold. I got to try this cut. So it makes a difference when it's a passion.
Sure. So is it like the art for you, or like the feeding people?
It's both. Because I also, I've been catering for over a dozen years now. To, graduations, weddings, that type of thing. But this, when I woke up that morning, it was like, this is my calling. This is what I want to do for a business.
Wow. It's like your thing. Okay.
It is.
So tell us about this board, like how many does it serve and what types of foods are on it?
Well, this is about a 4 to 6 person meat and cheese board, and it has usually 3 to 4 types of meats, 2 to 3 types of cheeses, an assortment of crackers. And then of course you have fresh fruits and vegetables. On this one, there's also a goat cheese with a jalapeno pepper jelly. There's a zesty mustard that a friend of mine in town, she makes all of those. It's wonderful. Okay. And some olives and pickles, and it's just kind of a nice, well-rounded snack with a glass of wine.
Oh, hey, I'm not gonna argue that. No, I've seen some of these where like some of it is just dessert, or some of it's just sort of your meat and cheeses, so you can kind of vary it.
Absolutely, because I do the charcuterie boards with meat and cheese. There's crudité boards, which is a veggie platter. Okay. There's fruit, dessert, there's butter boards, there's cream cheese boards. There's quite an assortment out there of things you can do to feed people and have a good time doing it.
And it's, it's pleasing to the eye as well.
Absolutely. I've had people say that they don't want to eat it because it looks so good, but I'd be very disappointed if you didn't eat it.
I was going to say, it's one of those things like, I hate to eat it because you're going to ruin the art, but
Exactly.
you kind of, that's the whole point of it.
It is, it's true.
Oh my goodness, so good. And I've seen some pictures on your Facebook and website. You've done so many fun type of boards.
I really enjoy it. Like I say, I do quite a bit of the meats and the cheeses, and we have an apricot honey cream cheese board. There's an apple maple bacon butter board. There's a lot you can do that, like you said, it looks good, it tastes good, and all around it's just fun.
Now the butter boards, my friend invited me over one day I'd never heard of what's a butter board. It's literally whipped butter with like different sprinkles, and you just take bread and
Exactly. You take bread, croissants, baguettes, even brioche waffles, and you just dip it through there and eat it. And it sounds kind of gross, really, butterboard. But it's
what are we doing here?
Exactly. But it's tasty. It's tasty, and it's something you only do on occasion. I don't think I'd want to eat butter boards on a regular basis.
Right.
Not good.
All right. So today you're going to show us a few little tricks. Like for instance, this guy. Like, this is so fun looking, and I'm thinking to myself, I could never make this look fancy like that, but you're saying anyone can do it.
Anybody can do this.
Okay.
This is what makes it so much fun. So this is just 2 different sized peppers.
Okay.
And I'm going to cut the pepper in half, spin it, cut it in half again, and then just where you cut it in half, you're gonna go through and kind of quarter it. Then after you cut them like this, you just put them in an ice bath. Ice water, and you chill this for 3 to 4 hours. And after that time, it'll open up like this. And if I would have chilled this a little bit longer, maybe even 5 to 6 hours, it just opens up more. And it kind of reminds you of a flower, maybe an octopus. We actually call them pepper pusses just because it's a fun name. It looks like an octopus and made from peppers.
It sure does. And I see you have sort of like this fancy detail on this strawberry here.
So I have it's called a V cutter, but you can actually do that with a knife too, and you can do it with your grapes.
Just kind of
you can do it with kiwi.
Around.
Absolutely, you just cut little V shapes in there.
And it's just these little details that sort of make it pop and look so fun.
And like I say, anybody can make this kind of board. Anybody can do this with what you have at home. What I am for is I'm there to create these things and sell them so that makes your life easier.
Where do you get like the actual board guy?
The actual boards, I have a gentleman in Custer who makes these for me. So he's made over 50 boards for me now. And a few of them I have purchased. You can get them at TJ Maxx or at Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
You can buy them that way. But he makes mine for me, and he actually has a stamp with my name on him in my catering business. So it's really, it's fantastic. They just have to be carefully washed and oiled on a regular basis.
Oh, okay. Then where can people find you online?
Actually, I have a website and Facebook, and it's Catered by Karen A.
Perfect.
Check it out.
All right, let's dig in. Thanks, Karen.
Thank you very much.